It's Fandom Friday, yo! Hey guys, welcome in. I'm ZorDon of Doom. I'm a singer-songwriter and I make content here on YouTube. I also stream on Twitch and I have music up on Spotify, Apple Music, and here on YouTube. If you would like to check it out, all links are down in the description. If you are here today, you know that today is another Fandom Friday in which I react to music from different fandoms that I'm a part of and that are requested by you guys. Today, I'm excited because I'm going to be checking out a BE:FIRST related video. For those who are unfamiliar with BE:FIRST, BE:FIRST is a Japanese boy band that is part of BMSG. They are incredible dancers, performers. I got to watch them live when they visited San Francisco. I was kind of waiting for all of the videos to drop before I watched this, because today is not a full BE:FIRST, because today I will be reacting to one of the members of BE:FIRST, Ryuhei, who has a solo song / dance choreography. So there are 3 videos that I'll be reacting to. One is the teaser, one is the dance performance, and then one is the dance practice. So this should be really, really interesting. I'm really excited to see Ryuhei do his thing and shine on his own. So the song is called Loop. We're going to be checking out the teaser first. So let's check it out. Let me get all set up. This teaser dropped 2 weeks ago as of me reacting to this. So by the time you see this, probably 4 or 5 weeks have already passed since I'm recording these ahead of time, especially because I'm out of town a lot in July. But yeah, I will definitely catch up on your guys' requests. Please leave them down below if you want me to check out anything else from BMSG. Would love to know. Okay, Ryuhei from BE:FIRST, Loop teaser in 3, 2, and 1. I wonder what kind of song it is. Ooh, okay. I'm liking the fit. Okay. I like the vibe. Very smooth. I also like that Ryuhei is sort of like bobbing his head to it. I'm wondering if that's the beginning of the music video, or if at the top of the escalator is the location for where the music video takes place. But I can see it right here. Ryuhei BE:FIRST Loop's special dance performance. Did you guys get to watch the premiere? What were your thoughts when the teaser dropped? What were your thoughts when you saw this dance performance that I'm about to see? This space looks interesting. Alrighty, here we go. I'm super excited because the song definitely feels like it reminds me of early 2000s J-pop a little bit. There's a particular song that I'm thinking of, and I think it's an Utada Hikaru song. I think it's called In My Room, but it was giving that same sort of vibe. We'll see if that beat changes when we get to the chorus. Alrighty, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. This is a very interesting room. Almost looks like what you would walk into, or a hallway of an aquarium. Hey! Hey!
ルみたい変わらず輝く君は夢のようないものに足りな僕をエスコート君を抱くて
This looks like a hotel.
分かってたのにでうぬぼれてただけまたさばきが下る定め画面越しの言葉は通り雨そう過ごし
I didn't check if there were any subtitles. There are! Oh my goodness. I'll have to check the English translation after this. I'm gonna take in the choreography and the song itself. Heck yeah! It definitely feels like Ryuhei wanted to make a song that he could specifically dance to. Because if I remember correctly, I also did a reaction to him doing a dance cover. Or not dance cover. It was his own freestyle to another song. So this sort of had that same feeling, but it's his own, you know? All right, I'm going to go over the English translation since there were closed captions. I just completely forgot. I was really feeling the music and looking at Ryuhei move. I really liked his choice of outfit, very boxy, which I think helped emphasize his movements. It'll be very interesting to see his choreo in the dance practice. It's interesting because I think I see two people here, but I digress. We're gonna look at the lyrics first. Yeah, whatever location this is filmed at, it feels like this would be one large hotel. Every room that was shown in this music video had the same sort of aesthetic. So if it's not a hotel, they did an incredible job with creating this atmosphere. And yeah, it definitely feels early 2000s, especially with the aspect ratio. I've been seeing a lot of this box style, very retro, not widescreen in music videos a lot lately. It feels like the trend. Just watch Ryuhei's lines and how much control he has. I appreciate him not hitting every single beat, knowing when to slow down, when to move, to hit, slow, you know what I mean? Okay, onto lyrics. Slowly sinking into boredom. I only want to sing it for myself. Oh. I also really like the shadow of this plant because they would have had to have this plant off screen, would have to have it closer to the light source and casting it onto the scene. It looks really cool. I'm falling behind and can't catch up. Ah, there's no pressure between us, but it still hurts. Oh, is this talking about a relationship where you're no longer going at the same pace, where he's feeling like he's falling a little bit behind? There's no pressure to sort of catch up or meet in the middle, especially since he was talking about boredom and wanting to sing for himself, right? Focusing on yourself rather than what's happening between them. There's no pressure between us, but it still hurts. Even though there's no pressure to sort of fix what's happening, there's still that pang when you think about it. Understanding the lyrics and then watching his choreography, it makes way more sense. But I don't think I would have been able to really absorb the lyrics and the music video at the same time. So I hope you don't mind that I'm sort of breaking it down slowly. I don't want to think about anything. And it's almost like instead of doing the, sometimes in choreography, I don't want to think about anything, or something about the head, you want to go like this. But instead, he's using his whole body. So he's doing everything in his power to either procrastinate or put it off. Something good or not, I don't know. Over and over, I get lost. I don't want to feel like it's just us. Huh. Something good or not, I don't know. You don't need to cry no more. Loop and loop again. Back in the same place. Oh, interesting chorus. So the relationship keeps looping in this, I don't know if we're good or not, if us together are a good thing or not. Please don't cry. He doesn't want to feel like it's just them that are having this problem, or that they're alone in this issue. But I'm assuming it's pretty much a cycle of goes from good to bad, to good to bad, fighting, apathy, boredom, good times, bad. And he's not quite sure if this cycle, this loop, is a good thing or not, especially because there's crying involved, right? And then we get to the rap part. There's no line between chill and hype, so it's basically the same thing. It's like I'm stuck, squirming inside. Guess not really knowing. You're still glowing, just like a dream. I always want more, and you're my escort. The way I held you, the love was empty. Ooh. Deep down, I knew my ego was everything. Oh. Toxic. At least based on these lyrics, he's reflecting and realizing that he was the problem. That everything was sort of superficial. The reason why he wasn't feeling completely good about this relationship was because of his ego. Just like in the first verse where he says that he selfishly kind of just wanted to sing for himself rather than it being a duet. So I face the consequences again. Words on a screen like passing rain. Oh, like texting? Texting back and forth, maybe? Where the words are moving quickly. It's almost like modern day poetry, modern day letter writing. I've never heard it described like that, but I guess you could sort of see it that way, especially since each message, as it pops up, it sort of disappears as it leaves the screen, like passing rain. Although you can sort of scroll back up to reread. As time goes on, I start getting numb. Ooh, this is kind of relatable. I remember being in a relationship where I started feeling numb, where I started becoming very complacent and being okay, even though I knew it wasn't okay. Like, I wasn't okay with what they were doing, and I was just numb to it. And just like, yeah, this is normal, when it really wasn't. It was very toxic. It wasn't a good way of thinking about things. To those feelings of pain, there it is. Then back to the chorus. Something good or not, I don't know. I haven't felt lonely at all. So there's a little bit of apathy there. There's pain, but it's like, yeah, I'm going about my life. Even though we were dating, I'm now talking about my own experience. Even though we were in a relationship, it got to a point where I was just living out my life and he was doing his own thing. And I was okay with that. I wasn't feeling lonely. But when I stopped to think about it, it kind of hurt. Because that's not what I thought a relationship should be. Because it didn't feel like a partnership. It just felt like two people on different paths. Just not even talking. Like, we would go days and even eventually weeks without texting each other. It got to a point where I was kind of upset because it felt like I had to be the one to text first for him to respond. And honestly, if you get to that point, you're already in a bad place. Not since the moment we shared. Something good or not, I don't know. You always ease my sorrow. Loop and loop again, back in the same place. Loop and loop again, back in the same place. Interesting. I'm speaking from my own experience. It was interesting because when we were together, everything was fine. Like, we never addressed the fact that when we went our separate ways, we're kind of long distance, we would never text each other. But when we were hanging out, it was like, yeah, this was a good relationship. But that same cycle just kept happening. And I was like, this is so strange. I didn't like it. But I couldn't pinpoint what the problem was. Good days, they come and go. Move on, dive below Tokyo. Good days, dive below Tokyo. Move on, do your own thing. Deep dive into you. Good days, they come and go. Move on, dive below Tokyo. Then back to the chorus again. Something good or not, I don't know. Over and over, I get lost. Oh, it's the same as the first chorus. I don't want to feel like it's just us. Something good or not, I don't know. You don't need to cry no more. Loop and loop again, back in the same place. That's so interesting. By the end of the video, you just see Ryuhei sort of lean back. That's how I felt. At the end of that relationship, it was exhausting because it felt like I was putting on a face. It's so interesting how music can remind us of moments that we sort of relate to when we were younger. I like the song. I do really like the narrative of the lyrics and what it's talking about, because I don't think I've heard a song talk about this sort of scenario with so much so that I related to this. Like, this exact song, these exact lyrics, I could take and be like, yes, this was the soundtrack for my late teens, early 20s. I'm really excited to now check out the dance practice, especially because it looked like there was another person in the thumbnail, which should be interesting because I feel like if it is a duet dance, I'm expecting to see that sort of fallout that I was talking about in the lyrics, where you have this loop of we're okay, we're not okay. At a distance, it's like we don't care, but when we're together, we're fine and it's good and happy and dandy. And then when we leave, it's not okay again. It's that loop. So I'm very curious to see if that's what happens. If I'm not seeing the thumbnail correctly, maybe it's just Ryuhei. I have no idea. But let's check it out. Okay, here we go. Ryuhei. Okay, here we go. Ryuhei be first, loop dance practice. In 3, 2, and 1. Oh, the video says dance performance. I see like fingers. Hey, okay, so it is. Wait, let me just make sure there isn't. I wonder if this is his freestyle.
しの言葉は通り雨そう過ごし
Interesting to see them play off each other.
うちにつらい気持ちになれていくんだ Something cool I know I don't know 寂しくなんてないよ瞬間を分け合ったあの時から Something cool I know I don't know You always ease my sorrow Look また重ねてまたそこにいて Good days はすり替わって
Hey.
日本と京国で
Hey.
Good days はすり替わって日本と京国で Something cool I know I don't know 繰り返してまた迷子二人きりかすら感じたくないな Something cool I know I don't know You don't need to cry no more Loop また重ねてまたそこにいて
Cute. Okay, first things first. Watching this dance practice, is she the choreographer? Just watching her movements throughout the entire dance practice makes me think that she is the choreographer. Let me check who the choreography is by. Ako. Is she Ako? Because incredible. It was interesting because her movements next to Ryuhei, hers were a lot more defined, and it almost seemed like she was the one reaching out to him, which makes sense for the song, especially because he's sort of apathetic, and there were moments where she has her back turned and he's facing the camera. They're trying to connect, but they just can't. I really like in the chorus this part. It's like they're rocking back and forth to each other, trying to get on the same page but can't. I also like the little details that she sort of puts in to the choreography where she shakes her head. It almost looks like they're boxing each other, like they're about to fight, but they're not facing each other. Like they're fighting different battles, and like she even shakes her head. It's so interesting. It adds to the overall choreography that you didn't see in the dance performance video. I'm curious to know if and when Ryuhei performs this live, if he's going to perform it this way, or if he's going to just stand and sing, or sing with choreography. But this aloof sort of attitude that Ryuhei has in this choreo makes sense. I like the way that he sort of takes her choreography and makes it his own. It feels not stiff, but more like he's shrugging it off and trying to be okay. There's also an edge that he has, like in the lyrics, he says ego, where he's sort of trying to play it off as being cool. I also noticed that throughout she would be turned to look at him, but he never actually turns to look back at her, which is also indicative of the sort of relationship of the song. And then when the lyrics talk about good days, they actually face each other and they're like nodding in unison. She also takes bigger steps. I don't know if it's because Ryuhei is so much taller and so much bigger than she is. She's so tiny. It's so cute. The dynamic is adorable.
You don't need to cry no more.
You don't need to cry no more. And she's like, she covers her face for that. And then she walks off before the song actually ends, because I feel like by the end of the song, they're not together anymore. That's the vibe that the song sort of gives by the end. So it's actually quite, even though they're sort of smiling and having fun, the choreo feels very sad, like playful but sad, definitely going in that loop. I also want to point out one more thing. There's so many notable, I think, moments between the two of them in conjunction with the lyrics, the choreography with the lyrics. But I do want to point out, I thought this was so cute when Ryuhei raps for the first time and she runs off because it moves to this other camera, but you still see her because she walks off. But then she hits the wall and then she sort of like shuffles off screen to let Ryuhei sort of shine and have his monologue, which is essentially what this rap portion is, talking about his inner dialogue about their relationship. Actually, let me check. So it was written by Ryuhei Sky High and Ryosuke Dr. R. Sakai. Nice. Okay. Alrighty, everyone. I think that is it for this reaction. Thank you so much if you stayed till the very end. I would love, love, love to know your thoughts down below. What did you think about Ryuhei's performance? What do you think of the song? What do you think of the lyrics? I don't know if you've sort of experienced or had a similar experience to what I had. I've 100% related to the lyrics, and so much so that it kind of hurt. I remember the moments when I was younger where I felt this way. And it's very much a cringe moment to think about. But there's a fondness of looking back at who I was like 10 years ago. Actually, I hope you didn't or aren't in a situation like this right now, because I remember it hurting a lot, and I remember a lot of tears and a lot of frustration. But yeah, would love to know your thoughts down in the comments. Leave me more suggestions if you want me to check out anything else. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and don't forget that no matter how it is you are feeling, you are A-W-E-S-O-M-E. You are A-W-E-S-O-M-E. Alright, everyone, I will see you all in the next reaction. Bye-bye.
Can I pretend that we're not causing this pain? The world aglow with fire and snow. More wars for gold. Look how we never change our ways. Is there hope for tomorrow?